What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Deonte Burden, aka Mr. Short Dollar himself. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing a live feed today. Today is Monday, May 16th. We'll have a quick live feed, just have a discussion in regards to my top five side hustles to make you money while you sleep. Again, this is my top five side hustles to make your money while you sleep. A lot of times people reach out, hey D, look, I'm just, I got a busy schedule. I got to work a 9 to 5 and stuff like that. But I'm trying to find a way that I can make some additional income, some additional revenue to, help me put a little bit more money in my pocket. So I'm going to, again, go over you guys, my top five side hustles to make you money while you sleep. Want to say what's up to everybody. What's going on? We're streaming live right now on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Twitter. So whatever platform you're on right now, I want to just tell everybody, hey, what's going on? On Mr. Short, I always talk about personal finance, business, entrepreneurship, and investing. The main hub is the Mr. Short Dollar YouTube channel. That's where we have close to 400 videos on the Mr. Short Dollar channel, where we cover business operations, business management, business finance. We got a grants playlist with always at least 150 grant opportunities for you guys to take advantage of. So regardless of what platform you're following on right now, between, again, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, I know I'm forgetting something. The main hub is the YouTube channel. So please make sure you go to Mr. Short Dollar on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, take advantage of all the great information on the YouTube channel. Again, like I said, it's close to 400 videos on the channel, grant playlist. Usually around about 150 grants that are live, you guys take advantage of. But again, still lots of great information just dealing with any kind of entrepreneurship business for you guys to take advantage of, okay? But listen, we're getting started on this again. I want to have this quick discussion with you guys and discussing my top five side hustles that make you money while you sleep. Traditionally people kind of look at the same typical things, being real estate, stock investing and everything like that. You guys normally count it by profession. So I have, I've been doing real estate investing for about 15 years. We're doing stock investing for, longer than that. Like my undergrad is in finance. So I've done it for a while. Over 20 years, we're doing stock investing. I'm not the biggest proponent for recommending either one of those two to people, only because, and I'm speaking in terms of you're not familiar with it, only because the actual potential risks associated with it. Okay, so when people start talking about getting into stocks and doing options and all this day trading and stuff like that, and you want to get into real estate, you're looking at fix and flip and everything, I'm not the person to recommend that to you, because I know how volatile those particular industries are. And you can go into it just looking to make more money, and so you hold your pants over the shoestring. So I'm not a big proponent for doing that. I will say it is great to get into, but when you start talking about side hustles, when I look at side hustles, I'm talking more so give you opportunity to make some income with little investment and little risk. Okay, you have a potential to make a lot of profits. Potential to make a lot of gains, getting into stock trading, day trading, real estate investing, things like that. But you have a tremendous amount of risk associated with doing it. And unfortunately, you have a lot of people that push that kind of stuff and sell people a dream that you can do this, and real estate is the way to go, investing is the way to go, and it's cool. But again, the amount of risk associated, I wouldn't recommend it if you're just trying to get a little extra income coming to your pocket. Okay, and it doesn't mean what I'm talking about have to be crumbs coming to your pocket. But again, I'm giving you guys information on particular items that I'm familiar with. These are things that I have. These are things that I do, I've done, or things that I have going on right now. So, and I know that I have riskier things that I participate in. These particular things are great if you're looking to just get any additional income going in. Let me see what's going on. How much that one costs? Well, I haven't talked about one yet. We're doing it. Again, everybody are streaming live on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I haven't brought up any of them yet, but I just want to give that precursor to let you guys know that when I look at the term side hustle, I'm not looking at anything that you can get into that which you're going to have a tremendous amount of risk, or you need a lot of experience with doing. You can kind of go as, maybe old JT, on the job training with doing it, but traditionally two of the main things pop up. People look at, especially when I had one of the big things now, even with the trucking industry. When I was in the military, I was in transportation. I will say this, just with my accounting firm that I own, the majority of our clients are in the transportation industry. We mainly specialize in transportation, security, and assisted living homes. So I'm very familiar with the industry, being I was a driver when I was in the military, and also having many of my clients from the accounting standpoint in the transportation industry. It's a industry you can make a lot of money, but again, you still have a lot of volatility and risk with it. So we start talking again, the side hustle. I'm trying to give you guys some information on things that, number one, I'm familiar with, that I participate in, and also it's not that much experience or risk needed or risk associated with doing them, okay? The first one, guys, I want to talk about is, this is something that, I did my first one probably about 8 years ago, and that's writing a book, okay? Pretty much just self-publishing a book. You see a lot of people out here, they have authored books, and they put information out how you can do it and everything like that. It's a pretty cool process with doing it, especially when you go to self-publishing route. You kind of get a little validation with doing it. But I will say this: it's a lot of work doing it initially, and rewind, and that's being finding because you have your ideas set up how you're gonna write your book. You can pretty much outsource a lot of the processes with doing anything that's going to be self-published. I will say this: I wrote my book. It was a children's book I wrote 8 years ago, and I pretty much went on Fiverr. You guys know I keep the Fiverr links in the description section of the videos. I went to Fiverr. I outsourced somebody to do the graphic art. I outsourced somebody to do the cover art, the inside art for the book, the outside cover graphic art, the proofreading and editing, because you got to get somebody to actually get in to make sure the words and everything are legible, make sure everything is spelled correctly and things like that. And you can find when at the time there was Create Space, but now things Kindle Publishing Direct was owned by Amazon. Uploaded the manuscript and everything on there. The only thing about it is that the onus is on you when you go to self-publishing route. You have to have that hustle bustle in you, just like anything else. We're talking about side hustles, to go out there and market and promote your book with doing it. If you can set your own website, you have your own social media page and everything like that. But that's setting your book up one thing. Now my book is on Amazon. With that said, it's out there forever. And so we start talking about top 5 side hustles to make you money while you sleep. The first one I'm talking about, you can write your book, self-publish your own book. It's out there forever. You can promote it. You can just wait, once a quarter, once a month, every day if you want to. Promote it, keep doing things to do it. But that's your book. And once the train and the motion gets done, gets going rather, it's there forever. You can make money, like I said, when every time you go do some kind of engagement, you just out with friends and family and things like that, you just promo it, and hey, it's out there for you to take advantage of. Okay, so the first one is write your own book, self-publish your own book. Okay, but keep in mind, like I said, just like most of these things, guys, the marketing and the promo side of it is on you. Okay. The second thing I want to talk about is, and this is something, like I said, each one of these things I've done, or I'm in the process of doing, or pretty much all of them I have going on now anyway, right? The second one is, and this is where I put my first one out last year, and that's create your own course or your webinar. This is probably one of the most challenging things I had to do. Not that it was, difficult to put the information that was in my head. It was just more so just to get my structure and system down with doing it. You have sites like Teachable and Udemy that you can use to create your own course and set everything up. And they have a plug and play set up. And I know it's a couple more. Kartra, I think it's another one that you can go, and pretty much all of them kind of the same. They may offer different things in regards to like integrating it. But when you start talking about setting that course up, you're getting pretty much paid for what you know, right? The framework part is the most difficult part. But again, like those companies, Teachable, Udemy, Kartra, I know it's a couple more out there. They have a system set up with the outlines where you can put in the intro, whatever different sections of your course you want to have set up and everything. Those things, pretty simple to do that. And I think they all of them have pretty much maybe a transaction cost and fee depending on how much, if you're paying on a monthly basis or not, to do that. Again, the structure and the system part, the most difficult part for me as far as getting the course together. When I say what I'm talking about, structure and system, it's just like when you open up a textbook, knowing, what's going to be in chapter 1, what's going to be in chapter 2, what's going to be in chapter 3, because in essence what you want to do about it. You say how to make cakes, how to start a trucking business, how to start a bakery business, how to start an accounting firm. All the different other stuff that goes into it, but segregating it and everything, that was one thing a little challenging. But here's the deal: once your course out there, your course out there. And again, I put my course out there, set my price. Again, we go back to the promo and marketing. That's what's on you to do it. But once it's out there, right? And that's the thing about it. I had all this stuff in my head. I also got the course coming out this summer: how to start your own salon business. You guys know I was a salon owner for 17 years. How to start your own barbershop. How to start your own landscaping company. How to start your own janitorial company. These are all things businesses that I've owned over the past 25 years. And I'm just monetizing what's in my head. So again, we start talking about top 5 side hustles to make you money while you sleep. Take advantage of what guys. Remember, you will be amazed how many people will pay you for the things that you've experienced, what you got knowledge on. Things that you may think is simple. I just did this. I just learned how to braid, as a child, and I just do it, on the side. You'll be amazed that when you set a proper system up, a course or a webinar, how many people are interested in it, and how many people will pay to find that information out. Okay, so again, the second one is create your own course or webinar. The third one is rent stuff out that you own. Okay, what I mean by rent stuff out that you own, when the pandemic started, and shout out to anybody that had a business in 2020, you made it through that. I had my salon, at the time, I had 17 years. I closed it last year, but I had to get very, very creative in regards to how I was going to run things. Because what happened was, the salon, just like most of them that was out there, they had to close down. Your local governments made sure, look, hey, you got to close everything down, and you can't have it open. So we went 3 months. All the stylists in my salon had to leave. Once the restrictions got lifted and people had to come back in, what happened? People don't want to come back because why? They've been doing hair at their house. So now I'm sitting there. The landlord maybe gave me a little reprieve while everything was closed, but now everything back popping. They want their money and stuff like that. So now instead of panicking, I got to figure out what I got to do. There are a lot of companies that started off, just being innovative. Like I tell you guys, be innovative. Think outside the box. We're starting it. They were, I can't think of the app, but come to me in a second. I'm going through my story where I was actually able to, help me stay afloat for about 6 months. I was just specifically putting the rooms available in my salon that were suites, and people just say, somebody doing a photo shoot, or they actually doing a video or something in Atlanta. They may be coming from New York or LA for a video shoot, photo shoot. They would rent my space out at a premium price for 2 or 3 days, right? So actually making more money doing that as opposed to the weekly rent that I was doing with the people that were already in my shop. But I just had to think outside the box and look for innovative ways to cover it. And I'm just talking about renting out stuff that you own. You actually even have companies, you guys know, just like you have, Airbnb, you got your house. We're doing that because I don't want you guys to think traditionally we're talking about rental properties, things like that. You have your Airbnbs, you got a house that's sitting there, you're taking advantage of, being able to do that. You have companies like Pad Split. Pad Split is a company, a good friend of mine, she works there. They actually, give kind of like the room and house system. Like if you have a home and you rent out particular rooms on there, then you may have a couple shared spaces that the people that are renting out, but they may be renting a room out for $200 or $300 a week. We're doing that. I think a house have that minimum of 4 or 5 bedrooms, and certain amenities have to be in place. But again, it's thinking outside the box, renting out stuff that you already own. Trying to think of anything else. Just like Turo, you have cars sitting out there at the house, you can put them out there, rent out vehicles that you have and stuff. It's tons of things. We're talking about, again, remember, top 5 side hustles to make you money while you sleep. Okay, taking advantage of assets that you already have sitting around, and thinking outside the box to make money on them. Okay, those kind of things are there. You got your some land sitting somewhere. You can rent it out to different people that may have to do some kind of event or something like that. Building spaces, you make it your own event space. Rent out stuff you own. There's a lot of stuff that you got just sitting around that somebody needs to use, equipment, space, whatever. Take advantage of it. Again, remember, top five side hustles to make you money while you sleep. Okay, that's 3 so far. And I'll go back over the list, as we go and then at the end of everything. The 4th one is, yours truly, Mr. Short Dollar. You can start your own YouTube or YouTube channel podcast. Here's the deal. Remember what I said with everything, guys. You still got to make sure you do the front end promo, a lot of the promo and marketing for your business. But we side hustle. We're trying to make hustles. We can't just say, look, I'm going to do this and then, stick a flag in the sand and just hope people come to us. You gotta put some motion in, right? You gotta put some motion in when you're talking about trying to get things to come to you in regards to that. So when we start looking at these particular side hustles, I just want you guys to understand, we trying to make money is work. So you just saying that, hey, I got this particular company, I want to do these particular things. Don't just start it, get your LLC, get your tax ID and start doing it and just expect customers to fall out the sky. That's not how it works. You got to go get out there, like I said, on your hustle bustle to go get those people, go get that money, okay? You have to do that, okay? But remember, what I'm talking to you guys about is things that you can do at a low cost, low investment, low risk, but can make you money, okay? You just got to put a little effort behind it, okay? The 4th one, like I just said, is start a YouTube channel podcast. I've been a YouTuber for 6 years now with doing it. Pretty much it's easy to do if you like doing it, but it's a lot of work, okay? So, I don't want to make it seem like it's walk in the park with doing it. But based on how you do it, make sure you first meet the minimum requirements to get monetized to do that. YouTube, I think it's 4,000 watch hours, 4,000 watch hours, 1,000 subscribers, which the watch hours part can be a little challenging with doing that. I would say this to people, the channel's doing well now. For those first couple of years, I really wasn't looking to make money, so I'm just staying busy. But I know a lot of people I hear want to get on YouTube to make money. It's not that easy. It's not that easy. I'm not going to say this. I will say that my approach has been, and this will go into different mastermind groups and doing it over the years, helping people. If you're helping people and you're doing something you like doing, the money and success is going to be kind of like a byproduct of it. So if you like talking about cars, if you like talking about baking cakes, if you like talking about painting houses and stuff like that, as long as you're putting out stuff, and like I say, you'd be surprised how many people out in the world want to hear the information you got or see the things that you do. As long as you engage and you're helping folks, usually the byproduct is money gonna come from it, okay? Can't tell you how soon it will, but you got to put in some work. You got to pay some dues. But here's the good part about it. Once you get to the point where it's getting monetized, you're getting money from advertising. As your channel grows, you can become a sponsor. People can pay for different ad spots or promos on your channel or your podcast, how everything's set up. But it's not there forever. Just like the book I was talking about. I wrote the book 8 years ago. I can go in there, I might see a couple publishing royalties that came in for the book. Same thing on the YouTube channel. I got videos that I did 2 or 3 years ago. The video we did on the IRS Form 2202 with everybody trying to get the SBA loans. I mean, it's for 70,000 views on that one particular video that I meant, hey, let me help people out with doing that. I know I'm an accountant. We got a tax business we're sitting here doing. I know everybody trying to get the SBA loans. Everybody's getting lost with trying to figure out all these particular forms because they're looking at the numbers. It's Chinese to them. I'm doing it every day. Let me make a video to help them. That video has made me a decent amount of money with doing it. It took me maybe 2 or 3 hours to do. And I mean, it done way more than paid for itself. So again, we start talking about YouTube channel, podcasts, and stuff like that. It's just a lot of front end work and being patient with doing it. But again, what's the whole notion with the conversation is top 5 side hustles to make you money while you sleep. So again, those residuals will be there forever. That YouTube channel or podcast. This is the last one. This is the 5th one. Starting out your own vending business, right? Starting your own vending machine business. Vending machine business, I've had vending machines for probably about 20 years. Was doing it, the gamut, the little candy, pouring little things and stuff like that. You seen the ones with the food and the sodas and everything. You do have some little capital investment with doing it. I would recommend, if you're looking to get into the vending business, to do some homework to find out we call market analysis, what's needed in a particular area that you want to have. Some areas may be cool with more of the traditional quarter candy those machines. Some where you might be in a more industrial area where they may be looking for the actual food machines, having the break rooms, things like that. Or you have a lot of schools and stuff where people may be requiring soda machines and stuff. Then from the point of that point of making that capital investment to pick what some machines can go anywhere from maybe $100 to get one of those little twist candy vending machines, or maybe a couple $1,000, more than that rather, for some of the more updated digital machines that have food and dispense sodas and everything. I would say do your homework and also try to get relationships to find out who those point of contacts, in particular office buildings or school systems, that can allow you to have those particular things there. We always talk about making relationships with those particular gatekeepers, finding out who is the person that can help you out with certain things. Bear with me 1 second, guys. Make sure something's fine there. Make sure you find out who are the people that can help you out. That secretary, that administrative assistant, having a conversation, let them know who you are, getting into this vending business and getting everything set up. And then from the point once you got it set up, it's all magic. Then you just got to make sure you maintain a relationship. Keep the machine stocked. Make sure you keep them all maintained. You got some people that can help you repair the machine if you have some mishaps here and there. This thing goes out, this thing needs to be changed. You have somebody on deck that can help you with that. But from that point, you make sure you got some good relationships and try to expand from there. But you just need to, number one, do that homework up front. But again, once the machines are there, it's just a matter of you just plug and play. Visit them, make sure it's stopped, make sure it's working good, you're good to go. Then it's just a point of growing. Once you learn how to get your system with that, if you got to visit once, twice a week, 3 times a week, find your other location, learn your system with that. It's the same thing. And again, we're talking about top 5 side hustles to make you money while you sleep. First thing we went over, just to rehash everything again, is writing a book, self-publishing your own book, okay? The second one being create your own course or your webinar. Remember, guys, monetizing and making money off the things we know. You will be shocked how much your life experience, the things you've been through in life, people want to know, okay, that they are familiar with. When you was in high school, how you worked for a landscaping company, your aunt taught you how to bake cakes, when you were when you first got out of the military, first got out of college and stuff like that. I know a couple brothers, they got out of prison, they were doing a little carpentry work, in between doing it before they start getting jobs. But then, hey, listen, man, you didn't learn how to build a house or a shack from the ground up. Look, man, put a course out there, monetize it. There's a lot of people that are clueless about it. You'll be shocked to do it. And again, remember, once these things are created, they are there forever. The third one being rent out your stuff. Like I said, you got, a house that you're using, Airbnb, Pass Split, Turo. These things are in place for you guys to sit here. Look, I got an asset right there. It ain't doing nothing for me. It ain't doing nothing for me, right? I need to go and make some money out for it. You can do that stuff all the time. People booking it and booking it. You just got to make sure it's clean. You at home chilling. You at home chilling. That car that you bought 2 years ago, you got your regular everyday car, but that's your baby. Like, look, man, it's sitting there, ain't taking advantage of it. Let me make about $600 for somebody renting for 3 days this weekend, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Having these side hustles that, again, you don't have this big capital investment. You don't have all this risk associated. You're making money while you sleep. The fourth one is create your own YouTube channel, your podcast. Again, you got to go through that whole thing to meet the minimum requirements to get, to get monetized. You got to get out there and get that hustle and bustle to grow your channel, get out there, get a following, do right by people, be engaged. Whatever you do, if you're helping somebody, you're creating comedy, whatever, you got good content, you got good stuff going on, you're going through it. And as you start going through it, you're growing and you're able to monetize, you do sponsorships. You're going to have that residual and stuff going on from the ad dollars going all the time. Guys, I'm telling you, You just gotta. All these things are easy to do. It's gonna require some work. It's gonna require some patience. Okay. The last one is start your own vending machine business. Remember, I said, guys, do a little homework, find out what's needed in a particular area you are in, the kind of costs and things like that. Then, from that point, you use set of be able to acquire the machines and set them up in particular areas. I got a question here. Herman versus Bucket. That's my boy Bucket B. What's happening, man? What about ATM machines? The question is, what about ATM machines? I think ATM machines is a good business, side hustle as well. But again, I think that kind of capital investment might be a little bit more the same as the vending machines. You can have it, but again, it goes back to if you're going to be in a situation where you're actually dealing with actual vendor that you buy the machines from and they place them for you, or you buy the machines and you place them for yourself. It all depends on what kind of capital investment. Remember what I'm saying, guys, is that when we talk about side hustles, these are things that you get into that can make you money, but you don't have to have a lot of experience. You don't have to have a lot of capital investment. I'm talking about money invested into it, and there's not really a lot of risk, but you got a whole lot more potential. But it's going to take a lot of work on your end to make it happen. Again, when we talk about those traditional ones, people always talk about real estate investing, stock options, trading, and all that kind of stuff. You got a lot of potential to make a lot of money with doing that. But like I said before, you can lose a lot of money. Everything that I've talked about, even with the real estate investing, the day trade, I've done it all. I've done everything that I talked about. So it's not like I'm coming with things that I'm not familiar with. These are things that I've done and I'm doing. So that's why I can just tell you, like, listen, it sounds good when people sell it to you, but you got to be realistic. You know going into it, how much risk you have, or how much you can afford to lose, how much time you have to acquire knowledge to be able to do some of these things. And if you don't have, you just do that self-assessment. And there's nothing wrong with, hey man, I really don't have time to do all that research to find out where to put a vending machine at. I ain't got time to do that. It might be a little easier, if I, just try to, take advantage of that car I got sitting out there in the garage. It's a nice, clean car. I just want to rent that out on the weekend. You say, look, I like talking. I got a little free time. We got a couple of mics over there and stuff like that. We used to DJ back in the day. Let's do a podcast. Take advantage of it, guys. Get this stuff sitting there. Blow a little dust off and wipe it out. Have some good conversations. Again, we're talking about side hustles, things you don't have to worry about. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. I want to make sure that things that you don't have to worry about, a lot of risk being associated with it. Okay, so I hope that. I'm sorry, guys. I want to make sure we got everything square. I got all the cameras and everything going in front of me. Y'all got to bear with me. But again, that's what I want to have that conversation with you guys in regard to side hustles, because I know there's a lot of information on investing. Like I said, you're talking to somebody with a finance degree. I'm 21 years in business, self-employed accountant. I know the actual risks associated with doing certain things. I understand the rewards. But that's why I say what you can afford and what you can't, what you can afford to lose, but you also know exactly what kind of time you have available, what kind of experience you have and stuff. So this is kind of easy way to assess, okay, these are things I can do to take advantage of. Again, writing a book, creating your own course, bring out stuff you have, YouTube channel, podcast, or vending machine business, okay? Listen, make sure again that we've been streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. The main hub is the Mr. Short Dollar YouTube channel. Please make sure, regardless of what platform, and I appreciate everybody tuning in, regardless of what platform y'all, make sure you go to Mr. Short Dollar YouTube, subscribe to the channel, make sure you hit the bell to get a notification each time we upload a new video. We got a lot of great information on the channel. Like I said, right at almost 400 videos on the channel. Everything covering entrepreneurship, business finance, business operation, 150 active grants, constantly stay on the grant playlist. So make sure you go there and take advantage of it. I appreciate you streaming in from Ohio. Thanks and welcome to the family. Guys, it's been a blast. I want to, before I go, guys, to actually use it over so your boy can breathe again. So that's why I make a stream during the day. You remember every Thursday, we either doing Change Your Lives, that's my other YouTube channel, or Mr. Short Dollar. This Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll have Mr. Short Dollar stream live. and I'll be at Misfits Radio Studio. Make sure you guys check out my Misfits Media, Misfits Radio family. Just Google Misfits Media or Misfits Radio. You'll see it. You'll see all the different shows that's on the Misfit Radio channel. You can look them up on YouTube or you can Google it. But we'll have a show, Mr. Short Dollar, this Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I forgot the topic we're going to have. I appreciate you, Georgia Peach. That's what I'm talking about. Love my peaches. I want you guys to make sure you subscribe to the channel. We got a lot of great information coming in, a lot of good stuff coming on. Since tax season, I have in the description section of the Facebook and the YouTube channel, the How to Start Your Own Tax Business course. Got that course. The link to that is there. So if you do looking to start your own tax business, I have that whole full course there. I've been in business 21 years ago. Share all the information I got in my big noggin in regards to how to start the business, how to do all the early troubleshooting, different things like that, pros and cons of the business, how to manage your business, outsource your business, hire, manage. All that great information is on there in that How to Start Your Own Tax Business course. Again, that's in the description section from there. I think there's anything that I'm missing. I'm going to try to do at least 2 or 3 live feeds a week since tax season is over with, between Mr. Short Dollar and Change the Lives. But I want you guys to make sure you just reach out and make sure you keep sharing the information. I love helping everybody. You guys know I got a big passion for entrepreneurship and also helping everybody else be successful. If you haven't, go check out that grants playlist on Mr. Short Dollar on YouTube. I think we have 3 grants we've released. They're not our grants, but we've actually introduced to people over the past 2 or 3 weeks. So far, the month of May. So make sure you go check that out as well. I have these technical things going on. Anything else, guys? If you do check out any of the grants we do have listed, like I always tell people, make sure that you understand the whole concept of grants. We always start talking about the concept of grants and everything. What's up, Nick? What's going on? Glad to see you tuning in. The biggest thing I keep telling people in regards to the grants that people are applying for, they're not our grants. There may be a grant from Amazon, maybe Coca-Cola, maybe from Pepsi. The thing we always tell people that people are getting not being awarded these particular grants is because more so they're not in compliance. The business is not necessarily structured correctly where it's been incorporated. Because most of the grants are always going to have those minimum requirements. It's not structured correctly. The questions that they're answering for the actual grant, they not answering correctly. And what I mean by that is, remember what I said, grants are created to solve problems. And you may not qualify. They say that they want you to have a community grant that that shows you have a social media presence, you have people in the community, and they say, listen, we want you to get an Instagram account or a Snapchat account. I get messages, hey Deonte, I don't have a Snapchat, I don't have an Instagram. Well, they're gonna give you $5,000, and both of those things are free to get. I don't see why you haven't opened up one yet. And just doing those particular things, I always say, in answering the question, how you gonna help the community? Just answer the question, how you gonna help the community? If you have challenges, explaining yourself in a business manner or technical writing. Again, on the description section of the videos on the YouTube channel, I have that link for Fiverr. You can outsource somebody to help you do that. You can just share them the link to the grant and tell them exactly what you're trying to do, and they can make it sound beautiful for you. Another site that you find grant writers is Upwork. I will say this too: the grants that I usually post don't require a grant writer. They usually 20 to 50-second questionnaires. It's just more so. You just need to just answer the question, okay? So now you use that technical. Stop and show. I appreciate you. One of my good childhood friends. I appreciate you coming into the show. I need to see some more videos. You eating some more of those sandwiches and stuff like that too. Taking advantage of those particular things is real simple. We start talking about grants. Also, quick advice, guys, if you're new in entrepreneurship, 2 things. Understand the whole concept, because we asked this question. is the grand opportunities. Do we have information for startups? Remember, technically, we start talking about startup. A startup is not something in your mind. A startup is a new business that has been created. Nobody is really going to give you money on what's in your mind. So when we look at the concept of startups, so look, I want to start my own bakery business. I want to start my own clothing design business. You need to have a business already, and it's new. That's what technically a startup, not an idea in your head about what kind of business you want to start. Nobody's gonna give you money for that. I'm just be honest with you, right? It's just not gonna happen, right? Even the bank's not even gonna give you a loan. You need to start the business first. Now, you still can be in the infancy stage of that business, but the business has to be created. Incorporated, tax ID, maybe some kind of social media or website presence or whatever. But that is quote unquote a startup, not the idea of starting a business in your head. Okay, make sure you got that stuff in place. That's one of the biggest questions we get asked about having startups, but also make sure you get all that the basic compliance that these grants are asking for. It was something else I wanted to go over. Also, check out the videos we got in regards of minimum requirements required by most grants, how to set up systems. That's why I say we got a lot of stuff on Mr. Short Dollar covering business operation, business management, business finance, things you need to do. Check out a video we did on the basic business blueprints from the inception of thinking of the business, incorporating the business, tax IDs, emails, social media, how to bank accounts. We got videos covering business finance 101 or even finance 101. I got all those videos. Check the finance playlist. Explain the difference between different business checking account, business saving account, different loan funding products, and invoice factoring, invoice factoring, business finance. All that information is on the YouTube channel. Like I said, it's close to 400 videos for you guys to take advantage of. Listen, guys, I got a board meeting. I got to hop on and everything. I just want to run my mouth today. Like I said, I'm trying to come in tomorrow and for sure, but I might be early in the day. But again, those were my top 5 sides for us to make you money when you sleep. I hope it helped you guys out. Please take advantage of it or share the information with anybody that you know may be looking to think of starting a business up, but they don't have a lot to be. They tied up with their current situation, a 9 to 5. They just want to make some easy residual income, with not associate a lot of risk into it. I think that information will help them out a lot. Take care of yourself, guys. Be safe. Love you guys, and I'll talk with you soon.